You know, sometimes content creators get a gift from the content heavens, and boy, oh boy, have I gotten one today. Now, if you haven't heard yet, Gamestop is doing this ridiculous promotion / publicity stunt. It's going to happen on Saturday, December 6th. I believe it's called something like Trade In Anything Day. And basically the whole gimmick is they're encouraging you to bring pretty much anything in your house into GameStop to get trade credit. I think it has to fit in like a 20 by 20 by 20 box. And there's some common sense restrictions like no live animals or drugs or weapons or food, things of that nature. But pretty much everything else is on the table here, so to speak. And I've already seen a bunch of people cover this on YouTube, but in kind of just trying to drama farm it, be negative and angsty and get everyone riled up. And I'm thinking to myself, man, come on, let's just have some fun with it, boys. Let's just have some good times with it. I know I've got plenty of things in my house that are nice and all, but I'd really like some GameStop trade credit. So here's what we're going to do. I've gathered about a dozen items from around my house, and I'd like to show them to you. It's things that maybe I might be willing to trade in for the GameStop promotion. Now, I'm hoping that you guys will jump in the comments, let me know which of those items I ought to trade in, maybe if there's any I shouldn't, or if you've got some other suggestions of things I should try to find in my house that you think I might own or get my hands on to trade into GameStop. And, of course, let me know if you're going to trade wacky things in as well. Let's have some fun with it. Make it a group exercise. All right, so without any further ado, let's go with my first item. It is computer related. Like, there's a lot of folks here in this channel that like the old time computer stuff, myself included. So how about a mostly sealed copy of Microsoft Windows 1.0? That's right. That's right. I don't even think Bill Gates has one of these bad boys here. So if you happen to be in a Florida GameStop in a few weeks, might have an opportunity to pick up a Microsoft Windows 1.0. Let me know. Let me know if that's something I should get rid of. All right, let's continue on here. I admit that when these were all the rage, everyone needed one. I had to get one too. I bought one off Amazon. Of course, I'm thinking of the dancing cactus here. Now, of course, he does things, you turn him on. I believe he'll repeat anything you say. Let's put that to the test. Short GameStop. It's All Dug in Games is the best YouTube channel ever and deserves lots more impressions.
It's All Dug in Games is the best YouTube channel ever and deserves lots more impressions.
Truth. Moving on, let's see. I'm not a hat guy, and that's the only reason I'd consider this. How about a Pixel Game Squad hat? Let's see what I can get. Maybe I can get the Pixel Game Squad glasses and trade. That would be kind of cool. Fun little quick story time. A number of years ago, before we name changed to It's All Dug in Games, I called myself Dougman's Land, which in retrospect was kind of a goofy name and no one could really quite figure it out. So it was about 3 or 4 years ago now, we got a whole booth at Retro World Expo in Hartford to kind of show off our channel, hey, we're a new channel, come enjoy hanging out with us. And I created this contest to play the NES game, I believe it was Balloon Fight. And the idea is we had this whole poster printed up. We're doing a balloon fight contest. Just come and play, and whoever had the highest score would win a trophy. Well, the official Dougman's Land Cup is right here. It was never awarded because no one wanted to play. Everyone thought I was creepy and spooky and wouldn't actually play the video game. Maybe we'll trade in the inaugural Dougman's Land Balloon Fight Championship trophy of the tournament that never happened. It's like the WWE Intercontinental title. There you go. I'm sure the local GameStops are just excited right now at the prospects of what they might get from yours truly. Speaking of one-of-a-kind treasures, this was on my shelf, and I know GameStop loves them some Funko Pops, even when no one else does. So perhaps they might be interested in the one of one in the world It's all Duggan game. Look at that nice zoom there. It's all Duggan Games Funko Pop. That's right. There's one of these in the world, and perhaps some rando in Florida will have it if I trade it into a GameStop. So you never know. You never know. Curious to see if anyone would actually want that. I might just send it to someone. Okay. How about people? Wrestling's a fun topic, right? It's lots of merchandise. There's a lot of money behind that. How about if GameStop might want a copy of the original first? Look at the dust on that puppy. The original WrestleMania on VHS. It's heavy. It's like these matches are heavy. These were heavy matches, folks. Look at that. It's not even rewound because, I mean, come on. I'm a rebel. So there you go. Coliseum Video, WrestleMania 1. All the matches on the back. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. What else could we trade in here? Okay. Another one on the wrestling tip. Here is a personal memento. So another collectible, clearly. Here is little old me. I'm going to say 30 years ago. 30 years ago, it's at a wrestling event, hanging out after the show with Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he autographed this Polaroid. I don't know. We might have to just do a cutaway. There we go. We got a pretty good shot of it there. I'm like in my 20s here. And I'm so terrified because this guy's like, the greatest of all time. And I'm doing the wrong handshake. Oh, embarrassing times. I don't know which one of us was more sheets to the wind in this picture, if we're being honest with ourselves here. Okay. Here's an item that should have at least $30 worth of value if they're being fair with me, right? I should get at least $30 for this. Was it Retrofest in Conway, Arkansas, not too long ago for Retro Rick's convention. Great time, of course. Now, in the course of driving through Arkansas, we had to stop for gas. And while we were waiting for gas, I bought a lottery ticket. It ended up being a winner. So here's an Arkansas scratch-off ticket with a $30 winner here. You probably won't be able to get the close-up on that. That's fine. Just trust me, bro. So a $30 scratcher from Arkansas. I would expect at least 30 in trade credit. Don't lowball me. I know what I got. I'm just going to walk right up to the counter. Speaking of things that should be worth at least $30, but probably won't be. I remember telling everyone on this very channel that they could become independently wealthy if they lined up and bought all these at the store, the future stadium events of the PS5 set. Of course, I'm talking about Concord. There you go. A sealed Concord, folks. Yeah. That should get me some serious trade credit right there. At least 5 or 6 premium Funko Pops for that one. There's a few more items I'm considering here. Oh, here's one. How about... for those a few years ago who did want the G4 reboot to succeed, the infamous G4 wine decanter set. If you were a watcher of the G4 reboot, this was a running gag and they never had any in the store except once in a blue moon. Well, I did snag I have the whole set. That's just one piece of it. But it's been sitting there on my shelf for years now. And so maybe there's someone who's more invested in G4 than I. And maybe that's the way to go with it. Finally, something really personal to me. I was actually surprised when I said to myself, I'd consider getting rid of this. But I think it would be funny, and it would put a smile on the face of any GameStop employee that's struggling with the perils of this day. So back from my personal memorabilia when I was 6 years old in kindergarten, and it was my birthday. The whole thing in kindergarten, when it's your birthday, they take you to Texas a Longhorn. No, I'm just kidding. They don't do that. They put a little birthday hat on you, and they sing happy birthday. So here it is, my actual 6 years old happy birthday, Doug, hat, a paper hat that I wore. It looked like this. This is what I looked like when I was 6. Yeah. I wonder what GameStop would get. I wonder if GameStop would react if I just slid that across the counter like that and see what they would do. But you know what? That's the beauty of it. That's why I think this promotion is so cool. It's an opportunity for people to really bring some dumb shit into their GameStop. So I'm really dying to know what you think. What do you think of my items? What items are you thinking of bringing in? And to answer your question, yes, we're going to try to get some footage of this. I realize that the probability is high that we'll either be blocked from going in with cameras rolling or thrown out very quickly. But whatever footage we can try and get, we'll get, and we'll air it here with the results of whatever we came up with to bring in, how much trade credit we got, and if it covered any bail money we needed. So we'll get you all the information you need. Of course, as I strive to do here on It's All Doug and Games. So obviously, you need to make sure you're subscribed and followed and notified belled and whatever the hell they do in this wacky technology to make sure you're apprised of my every movement. Thank you guys for watching so much. I'll see you next time on It's All Doug and Games. Sit, Duck Dragon, sit. Good Duck Dragon.